Hi everyone. Did you show anytime how could you create an SQLite supported driven application? Even using Room, you could see a really simple sample, but it also already looks like boilerplate code. But if you want to create in full functionality CRUD operation reference like addresses for buttons plus, edit, delete, and control all fields you want to add on your form and in your database. Like this, you press button 8 and something is just simple date. Don't have any dependent tables like details records, and you just fill these stuff and press button say what is it? Okay, just press save, or you could mark for deletion existing element or copy new element. It's already is complicated. What could you add? You could add SQL database, and this is already big paid. I hate created databases in applications. I love when it making easy, like some special and big guys frameworks, but they no Kotlin, they has no Kotlin, no Android Studio, they has the specific programming language and not free. What could we do? We could add the Room database. Yes, Room database. Room database is cool. And what if we creating some activity? This is just a detail screen for activity. When I sum 8, it will show me. Oh, this is control. I could type zip code. It could be 5 characters. I don't want to edit details, and I see list and one element of this list. This is the almost 200 strings of code, but you see not all of this code. A big part of this code attempting this show on screen are hidden in ViewModel. Then you could, in your main activity, add this big part of navigation. This is the navigation for 3 or 4 tables, and it's really scary. It's navigation. This is composable road addresses. When you press this button, it navigates you to these addresses, and with some commands, it let it be 1,000 strings in my activity for these buttons and their logic and some other dialogues. Then you should program in these this screen, 8 edit screen, and I8 database module. Yeah, I could create a database module for room and describe some functions for these tables. And here I'm at this address entity with city, country, zip code fields. I don't need creating tradition SQLite horror, but just beauty entity class. Then some function like repository when I get list or one element of this reference, delete something. It's begin edit screen and these fields which could see over here. And then I have details part of this table, but I don't wanna think about it now, right now. But just without details part, it took 500,000 strings for the screen. And in summary, we have 2,000 strings without elements we have in our view model. It's like some I have some function for attempting these forms of addresses right here. And selection manager, why I need selection manager for I'm creating new by copy and give it another name like something and save. When I want by long press down button select some element, this select manager is powering this function. If I want to delete some elements, I could select it and delete or edit by this button first element or by this button different free element I want pick up. Then view model and functions in this view model for powering CRUD operations. And some navigations. And this is almost 1,000 strings. And I have an HILT model, modules. Then I model in this and some modernization and some reduce code. But this is another reference utilities that serving for addresses. And this is text fields on the screen, like here. I don't show all of elements. It's like easy screen. I will so lazy to creating it the one item of the list like this. And selection manager is hiding in another module. And I don't remember where is the... No, this is all is here. And you need to care about similar style of all of the buttons and menu elements. It should be friendly UI and UX user interface. And what could you do if you need more tables? About 50 forms and elements, and not all of them is just easy elements, but they could allow select some elements from another tables references, like what? Like types of matters could be electra and gas, but matters should be matters type from those reference, and you could select it over here. And what if you have one or more details tables? It become the pain is racing. And how could you to reduce this code? We have excellent framework like ComposeEntity with ComposeEntity KSP. And how reduce the code when you're using it? I wanted to demonstrate you one sample. This is project using ComposeEntity, maybe. Where is the menu? Project. Ah, this is the menu. Oh yes, we have dependency over here on the ComposeEntity, KSP, and ComposeEntity. And what we have when we're using ComposeEntity and ComposeEntity KSP. Let me show you. First step is main activity. Looks on this navigation. It's all of your main screen navigation. This is standard elements and some add-in elements, because ComposeEntity allows you using yourself elements and composable screens and itself elements, and you could combine in how you want, what you want. Do what you want, do it until you want. The next step, you even don't need never and never creating database module. Just forget about it. You just creating your entities and some annotation. I always forgetting this word annotation. Annotations. For example, all of we need to add the new table with form and all buttons. It's just 8 entity. References is more easily begin from references. This is our addresses. It's all of we need. All of I show you before those 2000 strings of code. This is all of this code. Next, I just programming some checking for fields condition, and after autofill some fields. For example, when you fill name, it fill address field from the name in this function on name changed. And before save, I'm fill describe if it not didn't fill by user. I'm just creating an object and define on and editing, for example, or before save and define this function before save, and it realized here. But all of I show you before in this tradition way, all those 2000 strings of code. This is from 27 to 58 is like 30 strings. And what you have from this, you have this button, you have the same screen. You could adjust this look and customizing in how you want and creating yourself fields and elements in the form. But if you want quick way to create a database driven application, it's all of you need. And utilities is the easy reference. It looks like this. This is thus half of those in code. This is then object manager function for this field. Maybe meta zones is the good example. This code is rendering meta zones, this thing. But matters has details. You could select type of matter, name, save it, but it has details, and you could add some details like zones, and you could add day zone with one cost, and you could pull it up and or press the button, hide or show details. And you could add another zone like night with less expensive cost to electricity. And you could edit this main part from here, show details, and all of this code we have in the ref matters. This is code of main part, and open the details matter, and this is code of details part. It's all of you need. And you shouldn't be afraid about this stuff don't have some functionality, because all of functionality you have in Kotlin is available over here in the system, because this is just Kotlin, and you have composable elements on your form for creating your unique form, or your unique elements of form, and you just put it in your entity, like annotation, form field, like form field like this. But your form field type will be composable, and then you, sorry, it was select where we were. And then you define composable function name in here, one of parameter, and realize this composable function here. And in this function, you will aware about this is list area or edit area or something else, or trying to delete, and you could react on delete by unique field. It have some conditions for, like, you can't leave this empty field name, or like this address conditions when you where's the zip condition, this function just checking out when you save your form, it value of zip field should be 5 elements, and it should be symbols, not 5 digitals, not another symbols. And city condition just should be length more than 1 symbol, 2 or more. And we realize it like these 8 new address, and under the R4 its name, and it should be 8 over here. This function bring this name to address by on name change function, and we try to save it or leave it. When we try to leave it, its standard function it find those modifications in your form and ask you lose your modifications and accent or return. Press return and try to save it. Save, but it say as zip code must be 5 symbols but found 0. Close me, please. And then we put zip code like some 5 characters, and save. I don't know why it don't work in city condition, because city is empty over here. Oh no, city is out of field before save. City is out of field and before save. If it empty, it will out of field. Okay. Yes, without save. And we could open it and add details. Details for address will be utilities. We just select utility. We have add right just now and save. And we have one details element. And this is the common way for creating convenient interfaces. And it's some adaptive a little bit, but you could change it how you see it. Not we not programming something, but it's adapting to landscape or portrait position of screen. And the screen we could adjust into in where main activity. In our home element, we have main page and go in this place, and I just show you way for manually creating button like style button. It's like big part of code, but then we have ComposeEntity function like classic buttons, object and icon and text navigation button. It appears like over here. Then classic buttons navigation button. No, this is first button, big. Our customized button is over here. Next button is this button. Then we have just button without icon, like doc payments, doc invoice. Then we have icon buttons, like this. 3 buttons. This is they are. Then horizontal divider. Right now, then 2 navigation buttons classic without icons, and 3 icon buttons after horizontal divider. It's all, and you have navigation. Maybe I'm boring you. It's cool. This is my goal, boring you and asleep you, sleep you down, and then you think about it and have good dreams, and then could using this ComposeEntity library and using good examples and describing under this video, but you could just download from GitHub empty starter project and some example project like this Power Payment book. You have the links under this video, and just try. Don't worry, it's not took many time. You could just creating professional database driven application by one day when you could spend some weeks or even month, 1 month for the same application by traditional way in Java or Kotlin or Jetpack Compose or XML variant of the activity. No matter, you will spend 100 times more time and you're struggling without ComposeEntity. And it have many of documentations and manuals and blogs, and all of the links is below this beneath this video. And just try it and be happy. Thank you for watching this video. Break your leg. See you later.